Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. This is Ken from 49, and if you have seen my previous videos, you will know that my water dragon is currently out of service. That means that I cannot use the water march that I used to have to counter mixed marches, which was the mixed water and lightning with Elsid. That means that I'll have to use a new march or figure out a new march to counter the mixed marches using the Earth Dragon that I have currently, or at least using the Earth Dragon in a state of the Water Dragon. So I'm gonna create a new counter for mixed marches right now, and I'll try to figure out something with the current immortals and something that could work out with the Earth Dragon that I'm currently using. So the first immortal that we're gonna use obviously is Elsid, because he's the main or the core of this march. So this is Elsid here, and we need another defensive immortals beside Elsid. And since we're using Earth right now, that means that the best defense immortals to use along with him is definitely Charles, and Charles goes next to Elsid. Right now we need a damager that could replace Merlin. I could finish the fight against mixed marches, and the best damager in Earth March is definitely Cleopatra. Cleopatra does a lot of damage, not as much as Merlin, however it could do as much as Merlin with the right skills and the right artifact. Alright, so right now we have Elsid, Charles, Cleopatra. Right now we need something that works exactly like maybe Ditto, I don't know, maybe Ditto works as a support for the water team, granting them physical defense and slowing the enemy's attack speed. Actually, very good immortal to use against the mixed marches. However, we could actually use Jinkies in this march here, and it could be a mixed march with Earth and Lightning. The reason I'm gonna use Jinkies because mixed marches does a lot of healings, and if you have seen a report for a mixed march, you would notice that the healing comes from Zenobia using her skill, combined with the healings that is coming from Berserk. The aura skill that they are using is just so much, and if they are using an aura such as Shelter, it's gonna be a lot as well. So I'm gonna use Jinkies instead of Ditto, and hopefully it's gonna be good. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. However, this is just a theory, and hopefully it works in the future. Anyway, for the skills, I prefer to keep the same skills that I always use on Elsid, which is gonna be Fighting Master, Physical Shield, and of course Lifelink. And of course he's gonna be always facing Alex whenever I run in front of them. For Charles, I'm gonna use weakness. I'm gonna use Fighting Master. I'm sorry, Oaken Guard, and the other defensive skill, which is Defense Listen. This actually could be good, and we won't need After Image or Caution. And I could use a better artifact, since the mixed martial doesn't really do that much critical damage. Alright, for Cleo we're gonna go all damage on Cleo, so that means that we're gonna go Annihilation and Death Breath and Chase. Where is Chase? There it is. And of course we're gonna use a crit rate artifact since we're using Chase, and also we're using weakness. That means a lot of damage from Cleo. And for Jinkies, this is kind of tricky. I would prefer to use Jinkies as a support, however he could deal so much damage. So, however, he could be facing Hannibal and dies from his cleave as well. So we're gonna just use Jinkies as a support in this fight. So we're gonna use Adrenaline Rush on him, maybe. No, we need an aura. We need one more aura at least. And the last aura is gonna be, what was the last aura I was using in my some reports? This was the one we used to have weakness, And we used to have sacrifice. Well, actually, sacrifice is a good choice. Yeah, this could work out. I could use sacrifice and yeah, I could use sacrifice on Jinkies, and I also could use. Oh, obviously we're not gonna use any damaging skills. This is kinda maybe assist. Yeah, I could use assist. Energy suppression is totally useless, so we're gonna go. Yeah, well, maybe I could use paralysis. Yeah, paralysis could be way better than sacrifice. Then sacrifice could go for. There's a chance that it could go for either Ilcid and Charles, or either yeah, if it went for Ilcid and Charles, it could be very useless since I want it to be on Cleo, and it is like a 66% chance that it could go on Cleo. However, paralysis could be very, very useful versus the mixed marches since it reduces their attack speed by 15%. So this could be very useful. And the last skill, it could be Rage Blessing since I want my Immortals to cast their skills very quickly. And also I want Cleo to use her skill very quickly as well. This will be my... Yeah, I think it will be my march to counter mixed marches, the Wind and Earth marches in the future. And the way that I'm gonna approach this, I'm always gonna use Elcid facing Alex, and Charles here will be facing Hannibal Barca. So it should be like this. Leo will be right after Ilcid, since most people don't use Cleave on Alex, and even if they are using Cleave on Alex, I think the Cleave damages on Hannibal Barca could be more lethal. So this is why mainly I'm using Jinkies as a support, and the reason I'm using assist on him, I know assist could be very useless against these marches. However, when assist is active, it reduces the damage received by 25% for 6 seconds. So this could also be a survival skill that could help Jinkies sustain some damage. Anyway, this is the final march that I'll be using against mixed marches. And I know I'm gonna face a lot of mixed marches during these fights. This will be it for this video, guys. This will be my build I'll be using. Anyway, see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have a wonderful day.